One of the biggest complaints in football today is the lack of true entertainers. The game has become more tactical, so structured, almost robotic. But just a decade or two ago, football was bursting with flair. Players who brought joy with every touch and every trick. And no one embodied that magic quite like Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho, the brilliant Brazilian. Dances, tiptoes, and it's really like chasing a ghost.
The Brazilian wasn't just a player, he was the very definition of flair. Watching Ronaldinho was like watching an artist in motion. He dazzled millions as he danced with the ball at his feet. Kids all over the world mimicked his every move on the playgrounds, cementing him as a true football icon. So let's dive in and explore just how incredible Ronaldinho was at the peak of his powers. To truly understand what made Ronaldinho so special, we have to start from the beginning. Born in 1980 in Porto Alegre, Ronaldinho came from a family of footballers. His older brother in particular was a professional who played for Grêmio. So from a very young age, Ronaldinho grew up immersed in the love of football. He was originally called Ronaldo, but due to his small stature compared to his peers, the nickname Inho was added, meaning little. Ronaldinho's first venture into football wasn't on grass, but on futsal courts and beach fields. This shaped his carefree and flamboyant style of playing. Later, he transitioned to more structured football, joining local clubs. At just 13 years old, Ronaldinho made a name for himself by scoring all 23 goals in a 23-0 win during a local youth game. This created quite a buzz, and the Brazilian public began to take notice of the teenage sensation. Rising through the Grêmio ranks, he made his senior debut aged 18. In the years that followed, Ronaldinho became known for his dazzling dribbles and flashy skills, and consistently performing in big matches. His growing reputation earned him a place in Brazil's 1999 Copa America squad, where he played alongside his idols Ronaldo and Rivaldo. Just a week after the Copa America concluded, Ronaldinho represented Brazil in the Confederations Cup. Although Brazil lost the final, Ronaldinho finished as the top scorer and was also named player of the tournament. Now firmly on the radar of European clubs, Ronaldinho was close to joining Arsenal in 2001. However, the deal fell through due to his failure to secure a work permit. UK regulations required non-EU players to have a certain number of national team appearances, which Ronaldinho hadn't yet accumulated. So instead, he joined PSG in a deal worth €5 million, marking the beginning of his European adventure. Ronaldinho joined a PSG squad that already had some big names like Anelka and JJ Okocha, the latter also one of the greatest entertainers football has ever seen. In his first few months, Ronaldinho's appearances were mostly off the bench. But after the winter break, he began to see more minutes, and that's when his brilliance truly started to shine. He lit up the pitch with his incredible goals, showcasing not just his technical skill and dribbling, but also his precision from dead balls, whether from penalties or free kicks. Ronaldinho finished his first season with PSG scoring 13 goals and providing 7 assists. This form earned him a spot in Brazil's World Cup squad that summer. Alongside Ronaldo and Rivaldo, he formed the iconic front three known as the 3Rs. Ronaldinho scored twice and set up 3 more as Brazil clinched their 5th World Cup title. His crucial goal against England in the quarterfinals is still regarded as one of the most iconic goals in World Cup history. Despite his strong start at PSG, tensions grew between Ronaldinho and coach Luis Fernandes, who criticized the Brazilian for focusing too much on Parisian nightlife and not enough on his football. It was a familiar critique faced by many Brazilian stars. Yet despite the controversy, Ronaldinho returned for his second season at PSG. Now a World Cup winner, he began to feel he had outgrown the club, especially as PSG finished a disappointing 11th in the league. This, along with his growing tensions with the manager, led Ronaldinho to make the decision to leave Paris. Two teams showed concrete interest in Ronaldinho: Manchester United and Barcelona. United were looking for a replacement for David Beckham, who was on the verge of a move to Real Madrid. Meanwhile, Barcelona had identified Ronaldinho as one of three candidates to rejuvenate the club. With Thierry Henry staying at Arsenal and Beckham joining their arch rivals, Barcelona splashed €30 million to bring in the Brazilian. United, on the other hand, signed a teenage sensation by the name of Cristiano Ronaldo. It was at Barcelona where Ronaldinho introduced himself to the world. His arrival was marked by a sensational first goal on his Nou Camp debut. From that moment, it was clear that Barca had found someone very special. Ronaldinho had an incredible debut season, scoring 22 goals and providing 11 assists. His brilliance helped Barcelona leap from 6th the previous season to a 2nd place finish. He had breathed new life into the club, and with new signings like Samuel Eto'o and Deco, the fans were filled with excitement for what was to come. That excitement quickly paid off as Barcelona won their first La Liga title of the new millennium. Ronaldinho was key to their success, scoring 9 goals and setting up a further 15 in the league alone. But Ronaldinho's influence went beyond numbers. He was the heartbeat of Barcelona. Club captain Carlos Puyol said it best: "The greatest compliment I can give him is that he's given Barcelona our spirit back. He has made us smile again." Ronaldinho's flashy and entertaining style of play had made him a global star, and being named World Player of the Year only solidified his status as the best player on the planet. While Barcelona clinched the La Liga, their quest for a second European Cup was cut short by a defeat to Chelsea in the round of 16. But even in defeat, Ronaldinho grabbed headlines with an unforgettable goal. He froze the entire Chelsea defense with a feinted shot before coolly guiding the ball into the net, a truly iconic moment. Another unforgettable moment was when Ronaldinho set up Messi's first Barcelona goal. It was a symbolic passing of the torch, the current star crowning the future. The following season was Ronaldinho's most memorable. He was named the World Player of the Year for the 2nd time, joining Zidane and Ronaldo as the only players to win it twice. He also claimed the 2005 Ballon d'Or for an exceptional year. Ronaldinho helped Barca retain the La Liga title, with his standout moments coming at the Santiago Bernabeu. He scored 2 incredible goals as Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 3-0.
Ronaldinho! What a goal!
His performance was so incredible that the Madrid fans gave him a standing ovation.
It is rarer still, I would say never happens, that you see Real Madrid fans applaud a Barcelona player. But if one man deserves it, it's this man.
The only player since Maradona to earn such a rare honor. Reflecting on it, Ronaldinho said, "I'll never forget this, because it's very rare for any footballer to be applauded by the opposition fans." He finished the season with an incredible 26 goals and 24 assists in all competitions. 12 of those goal contributions came in the Champions League, as Barcelona clinched their 2nd European Cup. Ronaldinho joined a Barcelona side in disarray and transformed them into champions, leading them to multiple La Liga titles and the long-awaited Champions League glory. By this point, he had already cemented his place as a club legend. The following season was another successful individual campaign for Ronaldinho. He scored 24 goals and provided 14 assists in all competitions, with 21 of those goals coming in La Liga, as Barcelona fought to secure a 3rd consecutive title. Both Madrid and Barca finished the season with the same points tally, but unfortunately for the Blaugrana, they lost the title due to their head-to-head record. Still, Ronaldinho dazzled once again, just as he had done in every season before. His incredible overhead bicycle kick against Villarreal remains one of the greatest goals in La Liga history. His efforts that season were recognized as he was named in the FIFA World 11 for the 3rd year running. However, The following season was plagued with injuries, which limited his game time. Beyond that, the Barcelona hierarchy felt that despite Ronaldinho being only 28, he was past his prime. His partying lifestyle had diminished the physical presence that made him unstoppable in his early years. After turning down a move to Manchester City, Ronaldinho left Barcelona for AC Milan, marking the end of 5 magical years with the Catalans. He would later express that leaving Barcelona and especially not playing alongside Messi for a few more years was his biggest regret. In his 3 years at Milan, Ronaldinho had some memorable moments, but he never quite recaptured the form that had once made the world fall in love with him. After that, Ronaldinho returned to Brazil playing for several clubs, and even enjoying a short stint in Mexico before announcing his retirement in 2018. The outpouring of love was overwhelming, as the football world never stopped loving the player who brought joy to their lives for so many years. Though he faced legal and financial struggles after retiring, Ronaldinho remains a brand ambassador for the sport as he is beloved across the globe. Ronaldinho was a truly special player. He played the game beautifully, always with a smile on his face, and brought joy to football fans everywhere. He will always hold a special place in the sport's history and remain one of the most iconic players to have ever graced the beautiful game.